Now to our continuous coverage of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The head of Russia's Federal Security Service has accused Ukraine and the West of recruiting young Russians to stage armed attacks and sabotage. This comes as the United Nations body says nearly 8,500 civilians have been killed in Russia's invasion of Ukraine, with the actual figures likely much higher. There is more in the following report.
The Moscow-installed head of Ukraine's Donetsk region, occupied by Russia, has said Russian forces control more than 75% of Bakhmut. This is as the commander of Ukrainian ground forces said troops had switched to scorched earth tactics in the besieged town. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky condemned Russian air attacks on Orthodox Palm Sunday, including an attack that killed a man and his daughter at home in the city of Zaporizhia. Ukraine released 106 Russian prisoners of war in exchange for 100 Ukrainians. Meanwhile, the U.S. government will seek to rally allies this week to ratchet up economic pressure on Russia over its invasion of Ukraine and shore up support for Kyiv. Ukraine's deputy foreign minister began a visit to India, saying Kyiv is seeking a visit by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other top officials. Emine Zaparova also said that New Delhi should be more involved in resolving the war in Ukraine. The Kremlin said it is to imagine France playing the role of mediator in Ukraine before Paris had taken the side of one of the parties in the conflict. Washington accused Moscow of violating international law in denying U.S. officials consular access to detained Wall Street Journal reporter. The U.S. formally designated the reporter as wrongfully detained. Russian opposition politician Vladimir Kara-Murza said he stood by all his political statements, including those he made against Russia's war on Ukraine, which have left him facing 25 years in jail.